Good morning, and today I'm going to take you through phonetic, an aspect of phonetic, especially in the letters in the alphabet. The last time we were looking at alphabet, we did the alphabet. So now we are going to look at some of the letters, how they come together to give certain sounds. First, let's start with what? Some of the silent letters in the alphabet. There are some letters, when they come in contact with other letters in the alphabet, in a word, then they are silent. Example is what? The letter H. When the letter H is in contact with other letters in a word, then it is H. It is silent. Sorry, it is silent. Example, in these words, for example, we have la hanche. So you see that the H is not sound. It doesn't sound. So we have la hanche. Then we have le héros. Le héros. Now another letter in the alphabet which is silent is what? The letter E. But one thing you should know, this letter E is only silent when it is what? At the end of the word. At the end of the word. Because when it is beginning the word, it is pronounced. For example, élève, élève, étudiant. All these ones, when it is beginning the word, it is pronounced. But it is when it is at the end of a word. At the end of a word, it is silent. It is silent. Unless there is an accent on it. Unless there is an accent on it. Unless there is an accent on it. For example, we can have élevé, élevé. So élevé, here you see there is accent on it, so it is pronounced. And because there is accent on it, and it is beginning a word, it is beginning the word, so it is pronounced. But when it is alone and there is no accent on it at the end of the word, then it is silent. It is not pronounced. So let's see, here we can have la table, la table, la table. So you see, it's only the L, the BL that is sounding at the end. The E is not. Then we have l'homme, l'homme, l'homme. The E is also silent. Can you try pronouncing this one? Yes, that is it. So we have what? Le livre, le livre, le livre. Now another letter in the alphabet that I want us to look at is what? The letter C. The letter C in the alphabet alone is pronounced C, A, B, C, C. But when it is in contact with other letters in the word, the pronunciation changes. Example, when it comes into contact with what? I, when it comes into contact with E, the pronunciation is what? S. The pronunciation is S. So example, we have what? Le ciment. Le ciment in the word le ciment. Then we can have cinq. Cinq. So cinq. Now, can you try pronouncing this word? Yes, that is it. Cesser. The mot cesser. Then we have ceinture. So the C coming in contact with what? E. Coming in contact with the letter or the vowel E. That is what? La ceinture. Then we can have incendie. Incendie. That is also correct. Again, when the letter C comes into contact with what? The vowel U, O, A, then its pronunciation also change. It is no longer S, but it is pronounced as what? K. When it comes in contact with U, it is K. When it comes to contact with what? O, it is K. And the same as what? A. Now, example in these words, we have what? Concevoir. Concevoir. So you see it is in contact with what? O. So it's concevoir. Can you try this one? Yes, that is all. Control. Control. Le contrôle. Then we have what? Cancer. Le cancer. Le cancer. We have le capitaine. Le capitaine. Now, la culture. La culture. The U following U, the C is coming in contact with U. So it's all la culture. Then we also have la cuisine. La cuisine. Now, when C is having an accent attached to it, its pronunciation also is pronounced what? S. Now, this accent you see here is called cédillar accent. The cédillar accent. So in French, this is what? C'est cédille. And in English, it's what? Cédillar C. So we have this accent. It is added to in order to soften the C so that the C can be pronounced S. If not, it may be pronounced or K. It will be pronounced K. So now let's see. In this word, for example, the C cédille is there. So it's what? Garçon. We have le garçon. Le garçon. Now we have what? Le caleçon. Le caleçon. le caleçon. Because earlier we said that when the C is followed by what? O-U-A, it is what? K. So that is why they bring the C, the cedilla C. That's why they bring the accent, the cedilla accent there, so that it will soften it to be C, to be S, so that it will not be what? K. Now, can you try pronouncing this one? Yes, that is it. That is correct. Le maçon. Le maçon. Now, there are other representation of the C. That is when it comes into contact with other letters in a word. In a word. Now, let's see. When the C comes in contact with what? The letter H in the word, the pronunciation is what? Sh. It is sh. So we have what? Chien. Le chien. So le chien, that is dog. Le chien, that is dog. Can you try this one? Yes, that is all. Le chat, cat. Le chat, that is a cat. Now, when the C also comes in contact with another C in a word, so double C in a word, it is all x, x. The same way when the C comes in contact with all T in a word, it is also x, x. So we have what? Accident. Un accident. Un accident s'est produit en route de l'école. Then une action. Hein? Une action. Action. So you see, that is it there. Now, there are other letters in the same alphabet that when they come in contact with what? Other letters, their pronunciation change. And an example is what? The letter G. The letter G. When it comes into contact with what? The vowel I or the vowel E, its pronunciation becomes what? J. It is what? J. J. Now, let's see, in this word we have what? George. George. English, the Englishman will say George. But the French, it is what? George. So, and then here we have what? Gérer. 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 Now let's see. The G is followed by what? I. So it is what? Gide. 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 So here we have what? Gingembre. 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 Now, can you try pronouncing this word for me? Let's see. We have this. Yes. Can you try it? That is all. Gêne. 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 Yes. Now, the letter G again, when it is followed by the vowel U, O, A, then the pronunciation becomes what? G. The pronunciation becomes G. It's hardened. G. Now let's see. We have le guitar. Le guitar. You can see the G is followed by U. So the guitar. We have la mangue. La mangue. Pronounce this one. Let's hear. It is what? Guide. Correct. Guide. Guide. Then G is followed by O. So we have la gomme. La gomme. La gomme. That is eraser. La gomme. Yes. Can you try this? Gombo. Correct. Le gombo. That is correct. Le gombo. Then we have la gare. La gare. La gare. Le motoriste a garé sa moto à la gare. Then this word, can you pronounce it? Yes. We've seen it already. That is correct. That is correct. Yes. Okay. Now, another letter we are looking at is what? Q or QU. When the Q is beginning a word, or it is in the middle of a word, or it is at the end of a word, then it is pronounced what? K. It is pronounced K. K. So, example in this word is what? 15. 15. 15. 15. Il y a 15 étudiants dans ma classe. Il y a 15 étudiants dans ma classe. So we have another one, 14. 14. 14. Il y a 14 filles et un garçon. Un seul garçon dans ma classe. Then you see the Q at the end of this word. So it is all. Can you try it? Can you try it? Yes. 5. That is 5. 5. Yes. This one. That is all. Cock. 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 As in the cock or a rooster. Yes. So now in the middle of a word, you can see in the middle of this word, we have la Belgique. La Belgique. So you see the QU in the middle. La Belgique. Then in the middle again, we have la piqûre. La piqûre. La piqûre. That is the injection. injection. Then we can also have le clinique, le clinique, le clinique. Okay, yeah. So those are some of the letters. Now, one thing I want us to look at, another letter I want us to look at is what? The letter S. You will notice that when the Frenchman is speaking, they made the r sound a lot, and they also make the z sound. Yes. You'll be wondering why, when they are pronouncing the word, it is z. But in writing, what they have written, it is for S. I'm going to tell you now. Now, S generally, beginning the word, it is pronounced as well S. For example, sortie, la sortie, hein? La sortie, hein? La sortie, that is the exit of the school, la sortie de l'école. Or we can have le saut, hein? We can have le seau, that is a basket, a bucket. Le seau, that is a bucket, le seau. So you can see it is beginning the word, so it is. But when the general rule is that when the S is in between two vowels, when the S comes in between two vowels, then the pronunciation becomes what? Z. That is how come you'll be hearing Z. Now, so let's see. We have a rose, rose. So here, when you watch carefully, you see what? The O, the S is in between O and E, and these two are vowels. So it is what? Rose. Another example is here. We have paisible, paisible, paisible. That is what? S is in between I and I. So it's all paisible. Very good. Now, there is one instance we call liaison. And you see, when they are speaking a lot, you'll be hearing the z, z, z. Now, example is when a word ends with what? S, and then the next word is beginning with a vowel, then there is what we call liaison. They link the two together. They link the two together. And we have what? Vous is ending with S. The next one is what? Aussi. So they link the two. That is what? À vous aussi. À vous aussi. Vous aussi. Then we have vous and êtes. So we have vous êtes. Vous êtes. Vous êtes. So à vous aussi, we have vous êtes. Now, can you try pronouncing this word for me? Yes, let's see. We have this one as well. Visite. That is correct. Visite. Correct. Une visite à la gare, une visite au zoo, une visite au marché, une visite à la capitale. Now, look at this one. Can you try it? So we have the nous. You can see we have nous. Then we also have what? Avant. So linking the two together, joining the two together as one. So you see that we have what? Yes, correct. Nous avons. That is correct. Nous avons. Nous avons. Nous avons. So that is the cases where you see the S be pronounced as Z. Now, there are, in all other cases, where the S is beginning the word, or maybe in after a consonant. For example, conversation, une conversation, or la pensée. Oui, la pensée. So you see here, the S is not following a vowel, or it's not in between a vowel. It is what? After a consonant. So there, you don't need to say Z. You don't need to pronounce Z. No. It is rather what? It's the same S. It's the same S. So we have la pensée, then we have la conversation, then in that order, or when it is beginning with when it is beginning the word. So le saut, la sortie, all of that. It is still, it maintains its pronunciation as well. S. Okay, so if you have any question, you can let me know, and you can leave it behind for me, and I will address all your questions for you. Thank you for your attention. Merci de votre attention.